Hello, boys and girls. You're now watching. I got nothing to know that. Peter's Raw Recap. I got a lot of shit to go through. A lot. I mean, there's a lot going on, man. We got hit with a lot of new shit. A lot of new storylines. A lot of fucking new features. We got hit with character development. We got hit with... Fuck, did we get hit with some shit today. I mean, it was long. 3 hours. It seems to get... Those 3 hours seem to get longer and longer and fucking longer. But we put up with it because we're fans of wrestling. Tonight, Raw was from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And it seems that this episode should have been last week's episode. Right? It should have been. The way they drew everything up and had everything kind of moving forward, it seems like last week was like this fucking hiccup to sort of see, it was like, I don't even know what to even call it, but it was like a purgatory of a fucking episode that this episode here should have been. Starting out with the fucking falling confetti and the New Day coming out to basically introduce Sheamus as the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Now, they cut like a really long promo at the beginning, and it's surprising to see the New Day. I mean, they've done it before, but it seems with all these injuries and stuff, these guys are, they're bona fide main eventers right now. They're getting the most mic time. They're getting the longest matches. A lot of attention is going towards the New Day to where, I don't want to say that it's wearing off on me, but if they keep giving these guys this much time to do all of this zany craziness, it's going to get a little bit monotonous. Now, I could love the New Day till the fucking cows come home, but only like my New Day in portions, if that makes any fucking sense. And if it does, you probably feel the same fucking way. I like them in small dosage. If they can give them one segment here, one segment there, maybe do some zany shit every once in a while. But an entire fucking episode of the New Day zaniness is overkill, okay? It's a good thing. Don't wear it out, all right? Because I'm going to be just fucking screaming for those son bitches to break up at some point if they keep this shit up. And, obviously, they get the fucking green light to shit on the Pittsburgh Steelers. They got a terrible towel, and he wipes his underarm and shit with it. And, you don't fuck with Pittsburgh Steelers and their, you don't fuck with Pittsburgh and their Steelers. I'm surprised they are able to get the fuck out of that arena alive. But yes, they introduce Sheamus, and then they get all nerdy. This is Kofi and Xavier Wood by doing the Dragon Ball Z Trunks Gohan fusion thing. I was like, that's a bit much. And we get Sheamus coming out in a fucking suit and his hair slicked back. And he thanks the New Day for introducing him. He thanks the Authority for giving him the opportunity. He thanks Roman Reigns for laying on his back for the 1, 2, 3. And he brought up the fact that Roman Reigns actually held the belt for 5 minutes and 15 seconds. Right? And it's like, he shifts that shit. He's Stone Cold 316. No, Sheamus 5:15 says I just kicked your ass. If we start seeing Sheamus 5:15 signs, that's not going to be a good thing. I'm just putting it out there. It's not. It's not nothing charming about that whatsoever. I really fucking hope no one gets, unless you're just a troll. Right? That's all I'm saying. Sorry for the fucking Raw general manager here. It's always hitting the brother up. And as the pyro going off and the confetti, more confetti's coming down, here comes Bully Reigns to knock Sheamus the fuck out. And not only does he knock Reigns the fuck out, he does the heel thing and he takes the fucking belt away and he leaves with it. After the commercial break, after the thievery, and JBL not selling the thievery of that belt, you get Reigns in the back with the Usos and Dean Ambrose, and they're basically like, hey, bro, that's pretty cool. You got the belt. That's pretty dope. That's awesome, bro. Hey, bro. And then here comes the parents. Triple H and Stephanie McMahon show up like fucking parents to a group of fucking children at a fucking, back smoking cigarettes behind the school. Like, hey, give me that belt. You bunch of children. We can't do shit around here without y'all fucking shit up. And that's what it really came off like. Well, anyway, he acts like he's going to give the belt to Triple H, but he fakes it and gives it to fucking Stephanie McMahon. And they want to kind of punish him because, of course, again, they're the parents and they're the kids. They're not wrestlers. They're not WWE like talent. They're fucking kids. Well, anyway, he's like, well, look, Sheamus actually wants to fight your ass tonight for the belt. But in order for that to happen, you got to beat him in 5 minutes and 15 seconds. And you will get your championship match tonight. So basically, he's promising him 2 matches. I mean, they promised him a match to get to another match on the end of the evening. But it's like a beat the clock challenge in 5 minutes and 15 seconds. Tyler Breeze versus Dolph Ziggler. In my notes right here, I got why. We already got a clean victory from Tyler Breeze at Survivor Series. But then I watched the show. Come to find out, it's even Stevens. So you're going to give Tyler Breeze the victory at Survivor Series. No one watched that shit, so I guess it's almost like it didn't even fucking happen. You job him out Monday, and now you job him out again tonight for even Stevens. This is making no sense. My thing is this. Fuck the dumb shit. Just fuck out. Just blow this feud up somehow. Make them into a fucking tag team. Call them the Hollywood fucking show-offs, or like the selfie saviors. Call them what the fuck you want. It doesn't really fucking matter. But like, make those some bitches a tag team and have them fucking have fun in the tag team division. All right, have them just bumping and flying around for everybody. Right, as they fucking look like the Rock and Roll Express or something. Like they like the Rockers. You want these guys to be two fucking Shawn Michaels. You may as well just make them into a fucking Shawn Michaels tag team. No one gets Jannetty'd in this motherfucker. It's just 2 Shawn Michaels. It's Shawn Michaels and Shawn Michaels. One spelled S-H-A-W-N. The other one spelled S-E-A-N. Shawn and Shawn Michaels. Even fucking Stevens. Incredible. We get Miz TV. People don't like saying Miz TV anymore. At first, he used to get like, hey, everybody's time for Miz TV. Everyone's like, crickets. Oh, well. And this is whatever. I don't even want to get deep into this. But it's like, okay, since the TMZ shit dropped of them engaged, and since they, basically put Summer Rae with Tyler Breeze, and just like, okay, they can't just leave it alone. They can't just leave it alone. No, we got to make this into like another storyline for the reunion of, Lana and Rusev. They didn't have to do any of this stuff. We already know what it is. They're getting engaged. They got engaged. They're going to get married. You don't need no Miz TV. You need no backstage segments. They just come out together. It's like, look, they're back to fucking together. From TMZ, boom, boom. He goes out there and kicks someone's ass. But no, they just can't help themselves. They do this lame ass segment that doesn't lead to anywhere but probably the most. It's something uneasy about watching people kiss on in wrestling, you know? I don't think there's been one episode or one thing of a couple where I saw them kiss and I felt comfortable about this. Now they got start making fucking out. It's just uncalled for. It's uncalled for. Especially what you're doing with Rusev now, and then this shit, and then Ryback comes the fuck out, and he's like, Smash Mouth is a great band. Oh, he didn't say that, but he says Smash Mouth, and it's like, oh man, we get a match between Ryback and Rusev, and it's a no contest. Actually, no, not a contest, but it's a count out on Rusev because Lana takes a fucking bump. So not only does she show back up, and we got to see this disgusting makeout episode, fucking Lana, grand opening, grand closing. She's out as fast as she came the fuck back. I guess she's still injured. Maybe she's still injured. Maybe she still needs to be the fuck off TV. So they fucking do a spot where Ryback throws Rusev into the steel steps. And the steel steps hit Lana. And she goes down for the fucking count. And then she gets carried off by fucking Rusev as Rusev looks back at Ryback like, you fucking bastard. Ryback's in there feeling bad because he's fucking... I'm saying fucking a lot because this is like, it's frustrating. He's looking back at Ryback. Ryback's looking like, oh man, my bad, bro. Hey man, my bad. In the back, you got Triple H with Dean Ambrose. And Triple H is being an asshole. He congratulates Ambrose on winning his number one contendership for the IC belt to face Kevin Owens. And he's like, yo, check this out though. We're trying to make an example out of Roman Reigns. If Roman Reigns doesn't win this belt, win this challenge, you lose your Intercontinental number one contendership. We got the show. Like if Roman Reigns your friend, he's your homie, then like his actions are on y'all's head as well. So he better win that shit, or you won't get your IC belt contender, IC belt match at TLC. Dudley Boys coming out carrying tables. They shoot a promo. Bubba. People forget Bubba's a great promo. He's an awesome promo. And he cuts a really good promo here. It's a good Dudley Boys promo. And I don't know if you checked out my Peter Talk SmackDown, but I talk about this. I feel like this feud right here is more of a shoot. They don't go into it. In fact, where this actually spawned from. But again, this spawned from the Wyatt family, Harper and Rowan doing the 3D as a finisher. They did it twice. Bully at the time said, hey, that's our move. You want to see it done right, you come get us, motherfuckers. Don't have those jabronis out there doing our move. So this is kind of like a shoot feud right here with the use of the 3D. But we haven't yet, between them getting beat down and double choke slammed and strangled, to even tonight, the use of the 3D. So like, they're standing out there like, yo, you didn't get the job done. We got some tables with your fucking names on them. And they actually had the names on the tables. I got a table with your name written all over it. They literally had the fucking tables with their names on it. With tape and black fucking, like magic marker. Like permanent marker. Like Harper. It's like Rowan, Strowman, Bray. It's like, what the fuck? Oh, that was so literal. It wasn't even funny. So, and then they call out the Wyatt. It's like, yo, get y'all fucking punk creepy asses out here. They go out there and they're like, yo, we about to whip on that ass, you jackass. We accept this challenge. Be careful, yeah, you know, watch what you ask for. You might get it. And then he's like, well, shit. You know, the Dudleys are like, well, fuck. You got family. Hell, we got family too. Now, I'm not the only one that felt this. I had to go to Twitter, like, but I thought fucking, I thought fucking, what the hell is his name? The other fucking Dudley, it was Bubba. What the fuck? The fucking dude with the glasses. This is gonna hit me in a minute. I thought it was gonna be like the other dude, the older dude, the little guy. I don't know why I just drew a blank on his fucking name. It's gonna hit me in a second, but who cares? I thought it was gonna be that other fucking Dudley showing up. But in fact, it was Tommy fucking Dreamer. I popped. The place popped. ECW all day. Spud Dudley? What the fuck? I don't care. But that place goes nuts. I pop a little bit because I'm like, there's no way in hell Tommy fucking Dreamer is going to be on WWE. Sure enough, he came out with a fucking, he came out with a whole fucking garbage can full of kendo sticks and shit. And they go out and they go to break. And they come back, and apparently the authorities set the match, which ends in a no contest. It's good to see Tommy Dreamer out there. It's good to see the Dudley Boys out there. But goddamn, was it 2001 or something? It was great to see him out there, but at the same time, it was odd. Because I'm just like, yeah, these guys are old, man. But they're in there with the Young Bucks, the Wyatts, but nevertheless. Even through Strowman, it was a 3-on-3. It ends in a no contest with the Wyatts actually getting the upper hand and standing tall. But right there at the end, when Bray Wyatt goes, get the table, sort of being a jerk, they get a table, but there's a table right behind them off the apron. And Bubba Ray turns into Bully Ray for like a split second. And he just jumps up like just out of nowhere, pushes his ass, like just a quick push, punk ass, just stiff fucking push right onto the table. And his back hit the floor. You know, it got most of his butt. It'd been nice if more of his back would have landed on it. But it's like back actually landed on the floor and his butt hit the table, which looked real bad once you think about it. Because it was such a stiff push. But the way they sold that shit is almost like he got shot. I was like, man, he just fell on the table, folks. Like, chill. You know, the Wyatts, they're all freaking out like he just got shot. And Bray's on the ground like he just got shot. Like, get up. That's like a soccer sale right there. I should give him a yellow card. Fuck that. Red card for overselling a table bump. Okay? You big motherfucker. ADR with subculture, by the way, they've abandoned the Mex-American shit. When they closed the borders, they closed the fucking borders. They got rid of that shit. So no Mex-American flag, no Mex-American mention, no Mex-American nothing. You just get out, they just go out, and they still hate the fucking haters. And they're facing Goldust, and I'm like, well, ADR's facing Goldust. Like, why you trying fucking Goldust out there? Man, those injuries must be fucking crucial. You could have got some jabroni out there from Pittsburgh. You could have called some jabroni up from fucking NXT to do the job to ADR to sell another fucking story, which is Jack Swagger. Why are you trotting Goldust out there? He just got back. And I'm thinking they're going to feud with his brother. Stardust, man, you motherfuckers. WWE, I don't understand your logic sometimes. I don't. You could have got fucking R-Truth in there or something. Goldust? The guy just came back. He gets hit with it's a squash match. He hits him with, I call it the Border Buster. I'm calling it the Border Buster. where the guy's in the tree of woe and he just stomps on him. After that, he goes to pick the bones. He throws them in the arm breaker. Jack Swagger comes out for the save. We get Flair with Lynch in the back, and Lynch is like, "Hey, I got this cool idea. Let's get out there and have a match like we're in NXT all over again. Hey, don't we miss NXT so much? Because it sucks up here." And Charlotte's like, "I don't know, bro. Don't let Paige get in your head." It's like, "No, this ain't about Paige. It's about us having fun. NXT. Remember NXT? We were like this. NXT. Yeah." She's like, "All right, cool. Long as my dad, he's in town. Long as he can be at ringside. And we got to pass it through the Authority." We get the Usos versus the Lucha Dragons with New Day on commentary. Now, this is a #1 contenders match for the WWE Tag Team Championships. Tag Team Championship. New Day, they do a replay of what they did, I think maybe a month ago on SmackDown, where they're actually doing the commentary in weird sort of nerdy commentary voice. Great match inside the ring, actually. It's the Usos, it's Lucha Dragons, they're flying everywhere, it's fun. But the New Day decide they want to fucking DQ the both of them. So they ran in, gave them a double DQ. And it's like, well, since there's a double disqualification, nobody's a #1 contender. And who do we face at TLC to defend the belts against? Nobody. And then they fucking just heal the fuck out of the room. They go back into the back. I mean, I guess this is after the commercial break. The Usos and the Lucha Dragons are back there pissed. Like, what the fuck, man? Stephanie McMahon shows up, looks to the Lucha Dragons, like, "Hey, all right, that sucks. We can make it a triple threat at TLC. Lucha Dragons, you're in. You can get your rematch. But it could be a possible triple threat match, Usos, if Roman Reigns wins the Beat the Clock 5:15 match. Because we got to set an example. If you're running around with that riffraff, his actions affects everyone he's around. So basically, they got the same treatment to Ambrose. His #1 contendership for the IC belt, and now their #1 contendership for the tag team belts. Sasha Banks versus Brie Bella over a fucking tweet. And you got a little box of Team Bad kind of acting like the New Day. All right. Stop that. Okay? Stop that. We have one New Day. That's all we fucking need. This match itself, Team Bad basically just the match wasn't a squash match. I think they got at least 7-8 minutes for the match itself. But they took out Alicia Fox. Oh, man. First, Naomi takes her ass down and then throws her into a super kick by Tamina Snuka. And then the match ends with Tamina Snuka distraction into the bank statement. Why the fuck does Sasha Banks need to win dirty on Brie Bella? Because she wants to. That's the job of the heel sometimes. Maybe she could whoop her ass. She could wrestle circles around Brie Bella. But she chose to cheat. This is what makes a heel. They choose to. They want the thrill of the thrill of being a dirtbag. Yeah, they got an option to win clean. They don't want to win clean. But at the same time, it's not like we got a bunch of bright wrestling minds in the stands and on the fucking twits. Right? They're like, Sasha Banks, why does she have to cheat? She's so much better than that. It's like, see, you can't toy with the minds of the fucking WWE universe. They can't separate what a heel and what a face does anymore. Because it's all so convoluted. And this is all your fault, WWE. JBL. Oh, yeah, she's so much better than Brie Bella. But it's nothing like getting a dirty victory. He could have done that or just, whatever, dude. After that, you get a little shot of Roman Reigns in the back with the Usos and Ambrose. And I don't think he doesn't watch the show. He doesn't know that Triple H and Stephanie McMahon has probably approached both the Usos and Ambrose on the stipulation. And they don't tell him that. I don't think that it doesn't look like they told him that. I think they just don't want to put any more pressure on him than it already is. We're at the 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock, we're all that, and we're already at fucking 10 o'clock. And I got a whole fucking... I'm going to get out of here in 3 minutes. Sheamus versus Reigns. This is at 10 o'clock. And I'm thinking, well, I guess, because it's kind of confusing afterwards and whatnot. But this match is a beat the clock match. After this match, they would actually have a championship match. So for those who are confused, and at the end is pretty confusing too. But at this time, you're thinking it's just a beat the clock challenge. It ends in DQ. Rusev actually grabs Roman, calls into DQ. ADR without the belt comes out, joins up with Rusev and Sheamus, and Barrett, and you find out what the fuck's going on. Like, oh my God, what the hell just happened? Why is ADR out here? They're really going with this? Like, what the fuck? Where's Zeb Coulter? Where the fuck is Lana? Like, where are all these people? And then it all clusterfuckly makes sense. Sheamus introduced this new faction called the League of Fucking Nations. Not fucking nations, League of Nations. He introduced each and every one of those guys. So you got Alberto Del Rio, Rusev, King Barrett. They're all behind Sheamus, and they're the League of Nations. Sounds like a babyface name to me, right? They could have went for something a little more harsh, right? Okay, they're from different nations, but the League of Nations, that's like John Cena, it's like John Cena and like who's like for like the Lucha Dragons. That's what that sounds like. A really nice, happy-go-lucky like faction, a babyfaces from around the world. That's what it is. John Cena, the Lucha Dragons, and Cesaro. That's what the League of Nations sound like. Like the Justice League. They could have come up with something a little more harsh. The League of Nations. Ugh. And as they're about to attack, really like pick the bones of Reigns, the Usos and Ambrose come out. They find out that, okay, they go like, all right, yes, I'm still the champion. Sheamus actually walks over to Lillian Garcia, kind of puts her in a fucking headlock. It's like, yes, that's right. I'm still the champion, which got confusing because it wasn't a championship match. It was a match to get to a championship match. And you're going to have to wait till TLC rather than tonight. Well, what the fuck's big whoop? You just got to wait like a week to get to him. That's not like some huge failure. Oh, never mind. I digress because we got so much shit to go through. Flair versus Lynch with fucking Ric Flair at ringside, Paige on commentary. This ends with a fake injury by Flair. A distraction by Pops. Woo! For the distraction roll-up victory. So, Charlotte Flair is a jerk. Lynch is like, what the fuck, bro? Paige is like, hey, I told you so. Flair's a bitch. She confronts her in the back. She's like, that was like, this tough love, like, yeah, this is not like NXT. We were all great. This is the big leagues. We all look out for one. We once looked out for one another. Now we got to look out for ourselves. Double turn, I guess, coming up. Flair's trying to be, she's showing up like her old man. She should have been that the first fucking place. She should have been a heel the first fucking place. Not some crying crybaby. It's not like, oh yeah, whatever happened to my dead brother comment. Oh yeah, I'm a jerk now. Fuck it. We're idiots. We don't watch this show. The Rosebush, Adam Rose, and his little like dirt commentary. He focuses on whatever used to be love triangle between Rusev, Lana, Summer Rae, and Dolph Ziggler. And another like quick stab of a fucking thing. You got Bah Humbug Stardust and Titus O'Neil trying to like give him the Christmas fucking spirit. And it's not even December yet. The League of Nations. This is Sheamus, Rusev, King Barrett, and Alberto Del Rio versus the Rain Men, Roman Reigns, the Usos, and Dean Ambrose. Now, my connection starts fucking with me, so I missed maybe the first 5 minutes of it. But apparently, Jimmy Uso gets hurt. The New Day are sent to join in the madness. So we got like a 3-on-7 thing going on now. Jey Uso is just getting his ass toe up. Then Roman Reigns comes in. He gets his ass toe up. And then Ambrose gets the hot tag. And he's a house of fucking fire. A whole bunch of chaos happens after that. Roman Reigns kind of catches some heat too. He jumps and he looks like he's selling a knee injury or what have you. And out of all that fucking chaos, 3-on-7, 4-on-7, I guess Jay gets his steam back and he's back in action. Ambrose catches a fucking bro kick by Sheamus. And wins 1-2-3 clean. So the League of Nations beat the Rain Men. Well, the League of Nations with the New Day, the new League Day of Nations. And then they just lay everybody out. League of Nations stand tall. That's supposed to happen last week. Not Roman Reigns with a fucking chair standing in the middle of the ring like he's a badass taking out 3 people. He should have had his ass whooped. He got his ass whooped this week. And that's how the show ends. Again, a ass backward promotions of what the fuck's going on. All this character development, Charlotte Flair. You got Rosebush, Adam fucking Rose. You got never mind. You know what? Never mind. That's how we end this shit. Thank you for listening. Oh, man. Next week is the go home show to TLC. And we got a clusterfuck of things going on. Meanwhile, we got this new faction, the League of Nations, and the New Day. Like, let's just get all the fucking heels and put them all in one little faction and have them that have no personality whatsoever. Nobody's alone. Nobody stands alone. Everybody they may as well just throw on red shirts. And they should be called LON 1, LON 2, LON 3, LON 4. Just the LONs. The League of Nations. But they go by numbers. They don't even have names anymore. Alberto Del Rio. Are you kidding me? This guy just he's just come back from a hot fucking indie. He goes down to AAA. He wins the belt. He goes to fucking Lucha Underground. Sick fucking script thing. He comes back. He joins some dumbass Mets American thing. They leave that a fucking alone. He hasn't hit anyone with his fucking arm breaker to beat anybody. And then he drops the Mex American shit. Then he joins his League of Nations. Like nothing. Like what? Hey, Newsflash, he just beat John Cena for the fucking U.S. Championship. No, it's mind blowing. It's mind blowing. Dolph Ziggler and fucking Tyler Breeze and the Even Stevens fucking feud, they don't mean shit. They don't know when someone should win and lose. Lana comes back like, oh, then they have to do a dumb Miz TV to sort of compensate for some dumbness. I don't get it. They didn't have to do all that. Charlotte Flair's a jerk. This is out of control, man. Sasha Banks. This is out of control, man. The only thing that cool happened was Tommy Dreamer showing up in this episode. This show sucked. All right, this show sucked. Thank you for listening, well, watching Peter's Raw recap. Go back and listen to earlier the New Day podcast, episode 18. This Wednesday, Peter and Jake talks wrestling. This Saturday, Peter talks SmackDown. Follow me, PJTW Central. Again, that's PJTW Central. That's on Twitter. Subscribe below. And when you do subscribe here, you also get other PJTW Central content. And you can also listen on SoundCloud. You can also listen on Stitcher, iTunes, Podbean. You can listen through all those. And even if you have a Tumblr, check out Tumblr. All right. Watch out for those foreign objects, please. Peace.